Hello and welcome to Boston Spar's BBC School Report. I'm Oliver.
And I'm Denver.
Today's main stories are
The AMP Awards, they're approaching fast. We've got interviews with the winners of the heats at Boston Spa, Oath, and the runners-up, the Chickadees.
we also have reports on sport, Twitter's 7th birthday, the opening of Leeds Trinity and much more.
We now pass over to Lydia and Molly, who are going to tell us more about the AMP Awards.
The AMP Awards is a music competition run in schools by students. The in-school heats were organised by the Up to 11 business team. It was held on the 30th of February and it was a great event.
We have an interview with the Chickadees, who came in second place. Denver went over a couple of weeks ago and interviewed them.
We're Chickadees. I'm Al Chickadee. This is Jack Chickadee.
Baby Chickadee. Dr. Chickadee.
What do you all
Together
play in
we
the
are the
band?
Chickadees.
What roles do you play in the band?
I'm a bass player, mate.
I'm the drummer.
I play guitar and sing.
I play saxophone and synthesizer and keyboard, and sometimes I sing. Sometimes.
I sing sometimes actually. No, we were in history, and we were like, "Whoa, Chickadee, that's cool. That'd be a cool band
But
name."
was that actually a tribe name?
No, it wasn't a tribe name. That's the
Not
name of a bird.
You used to be Pine Jupiter, didn't you?
Yeah.
Why did you call it? Why did you change the name?
We just grew off that. We never really liked it to start with. It was just a
It's a
name.
bit cheesy as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we just grew up apart from that.
And there's music's changed with it, so we don't really think.
And as a band, including Pine and Jupiter, how long have you been together?
6 months. No, a good year and a half. And the Chickadees at like 5-6 months, but together it's just.
That was our interview with the Chickadees, and now we have an exclusive interview with the winners of the heats. We'll go on to the final of the AMP Awards at the O2 Academy in Leeds. We now pass over to Oath.
How long had Oath been formed before the AMP Awards?
We've been together 3 days.
Do you think you had a disadvantage due to this?
Not really. I mean, we've all played music for a long time, so we know what we're doing.
Do you have any advice for up-and-coming bands or solo acts to do with music?
The words of wisdom and Harry.
God, there we
go.
Start off with some covers. Pick the right covers for your band. Choose the right musicians, and just go for it.
Find your sound.
Find your sound.
Find the correct sound, yeah, because the sound's the main thing. If you haven't got it right, then nothing will.
And who made up the name of the band?
I do.
Thanks for that, guys.
Now, a story close to many people's hearts. We're going to pass over to Ellie, Emily and Hannah about a beautiful young girl called Kendall.
Now for a short story close to our hearts. Kendall is a 3-year-old girl fighting a rare and aggressive cancer called neuroblastoma. This story is very important in our school community as her older brother Mason attends Boston Spa High School and is in year 8.
Yesterday, she underwent a 10.5-hour operation to remove a large amount of the tumour. Approximately 95% of the neuroblastoma was removed during the operation. She's now in recovery from the operation.
Kendall's family have set up many ways to raise money for her, and so many people have a variety of ways to donate to this vital cause. One way to donate is by text messaging KEND50 and your amount, £1 to £10, to 70070. Please support her and follow her on Twitter at Kendall's Appeal.
That was a very heartwarming story from the girls, wasn't it, Denver?
It was, yes. Now, technology news, and we pass over to Keith and Lucas, where they were going to tell us some shocking news about technology with children.
Thanks, Ollie and Denver. Many people today use gadgets and other devices, which most use applications.
Applications allow users to do multiple amounts of things. However, recently there's been a scandal, leaving users of apps conned of thousands of pounds of money.
Applications on devices are allowing users to purchase virtual items with real money.
Conned victims range from English rugby players Sam Vesti's children, robbed of £3,200, to 8-year-old Theo Roland Fry, who ran up a bill of £1,000 from the game Zombies and Ninjas.
Thanks for that. Now time for the sport.
Let's talk about England. Manchester City goalkeeper Joe Hart says he's relieved to be having an international break with his country due to his poor form with his club recently.
Former England captain David Beckham has landed in Beijing to promote his grassroots football in China.
Also this week, it's been revealed that England legend Michael Owen has sadly retired from football at the age of 33. And his astounding 40 goals for his country, which makes him the 5th highest goal scorer for England.
On a more local note, we interviewed teachers and students about who their biggest inspirations in sports are.
Main inspiration in sport is Daley Thompson.
And why are they our biggest inspiration?
Because they were very successful in the decathlon many years ago in athletics, and he showed great determination and sportsmanship to strive to beat other people.
My inspiration for my involvement in PE was my tutor, who was called Mrs. Smith.
And why is it she inspired you?
Right, okay. She was a PE teacher, so when I was getting in trouble in school, she was able to harness my bad behaviour and sent me to clubs. So we did things like netball and tennis and hockey. So all my spare time was spent doing sport and not misbehaving around school.
My biggest inspiration in sport is the Jamaican athletics team, the one which consists of Johan Blake, Usain Bolt, Michael Frater, and the guy. It's just coming from Jamaica myself. I feel like they really made a big impact on where I come from, making it look like a better place and showing that we actually do have talent.
My biggest inspiration has to be LeBron James, because he's the best player in the world. His skill level's fantastic, and I'd love to be up to his ability.
Big day for Leeds today, isn't it, Ollie?
It's a very big day for Leeds today, Denver, as the Trinity Shopping Centre opens in the Leeds City Centre. It's someone's birthday today, Denver.
Really, Ollie? Whose?
I'd like to say happy birthday to Twitter.
Twitter is 7 years old today, and we will pass over to Lucy and Molly, where I have news on the birthday and also a budget scandal that got leaked on the social networking site.
Budget, not spudget.
In 2006, Twitter, a popular social networking site, was launched. In 2007, it was first hashtag and retweet. In 2009, many people tweeted about the plane crash on the Hudson River, giving people information about what had happened throughout the world. After that, there have been many more memorable tweets, such as when Mike Massimino did the first tweet from space saying how excited he was to be there. Also, in 2010, hashtag World Cup united a global audience, and the hashtag Japan earthquake and tsunami. The most tweets in 2012 was during the hashtag London Olympics. The most retweeted tweet was when Barack Obama was re-elected president of the US. He tweeted, 4 more years.
The editor of the Evening Standard newspaper apologised today for details of the budget published on Twitter before the Chancellor's speech. Sarah Sands said she was devastated by the breach, which saw London's paper's front page made public before George Osborne addressed the MPs in the Commons. Miss Sands said, "An investigation is immediately underway into how this front page was made public. The individual who tweeted the page has been suspended while this takes place." Mr. Murphy tweeted, "We are so sorry to the House of Commons, to the Speaker and to the Chancellor for what happened."
And that is all for this year's BBC School Report at Boston Spa School.
I'd like to say thank you for everybody on the team and everybody involved. I've been Oliver.
And I've been Denver.
See you later.